know how to be writing 0 to 10. Now, even the chalkboard, you can't write 0 to 10. How do we give it to you? Those people can write. Those people can use because they are positioned. They get it basically. So I think our teachers, our staff, including the leaders, we will try to go on a meeting on the drawing board and we will re-strategize and learn ourselves basically.
And I think this also sometimes falls back on the schools. You know, they need to how should I even put it? They need to set up their school in a way that it will be attractive to, you know, get people, because this is from my personal my personal view or my personal opinion. Over the years, I've realized that now most schools don't really look at the structure of their schools. They don't really invest in that. But now school is really a big time competition. Now people are setting up nice edifices, you know, good structures to attract the students. And all of these things needs money. You know, so first of all, you have to invest in yourself first. In the school, you have to try your possible means to, you know, to set up or to invest in your school first to get, you know, a nice edifice or a nice building, and the basic things that you need in the school. So as time goes by, like maybe you don't have the other resources, maybe you can, as you said, maybe if there is an organization helping out for that, you can move forward and do that. So it's also very important.
Some to the majority, some, you know, I think Mercy Anglo is a very good. Some of the problem is leadership. When a staff or when a student or when someone in particular has a unique skill, we should just tap into it. You understand? We should unite and tap into it, you know. But it seems you get a student who can do painting or who can do a unique skill. We should showcase it, publicity, support him. Because that skill, when it goes massive or it goes viral online, and, you know, little thing can project a huge something. You know, Mercy is very good at painting. You know, if the leadership don't give it a chance, there'll still be some to is the leadership. When the leaders, you know, some to is hugely on the leaders. So if they don't give the young ones or the opportunity to be at the staff or the people, then it's like they'll be limiting or diminishing your shine, which, you know, it still comes down or boils down to, you know, you get what I'm saying. Because some people, they don't listen to opinions. They don't take advice. They want to use the old age, the Stone Age system, whilst, you know, currently everything is moving. And I think it's also part of the issue.
So with what you said, that brings us to our next topic, which is the personal lives of teachers, you know, outside the classroom, how you live your life, you know. So I would like to start with, like, what are some personal sacrifices you have made to, you know, remain in the teaching field? What are some of the personal sacrifices you've made personally? Maybe you're supposed to do something and you didn't do it because of teaching, so you remain in the teaching field. What are some of the personal sacrifices you've made?
Oh, you know, personal sacrifices for myself. I need to move forward. I need to develop. Now with a passion, I decided not to exit fully in the teaching because of the passion and the course too. I'm developing, that's the Ghanaian language. You understand? Ghanaian language. So I think it's still making me be inside and being in a field, and I think it's very healthy and it's very positive. So what I wanted to do, you know, basically, let's say a huge business or a huge entrepreneur. I think I have my mentors, I have people I look up to, but I think we start from step 1 to step 2. You understand how you count?
It looks like your answers are taking out the questions I want to ask. The next one I wanted to ask was, what do you do outside the classroom? What do you do like outside teaching? Do you have something else that you do?
I think
a typical day of your life.
So farming, agriculture, basically agriculture, crop produce. So crop produce, I think in the Eastern region we also you know, that side, and we do a little bit. A friend of mine, uncle gave him a land, family land, so try to utilize. And the rainy season, you should utilize the rain, take advantage of the rain. So you can plant maize, pepper, okra, I think, to help, and, you know, that's the advantage. And I think other investments or other businesses, I think it's very cool. And it's slow by step.
How do you balance teaching life with family and personal life? Are you married, first of all? I know this is a personal
No, I'm
question. Are you
saying
married?
I'm a young man. I'm a young
Okay,
man,
okay,
younger
bro,
than
you're not
you
married.
can
So,
see, you know.
but I know you have your personal life, and sometimes family also comes in. I mean, your nuclear family, like with your parents, your
Oh,
siblings. So, how do you balance your teaching life with your
so
personal life and your family?
so so I have a strict timetable for myself. I
Mm.
have organized my calendar intensively, very solid for my
Mm.
calendar as at 2025. So everything weekly agendas is going as planned. Monthly agendas is going as planned. So I balance everything through vigorous or intensive weekly calendar, setting up activities or on a monthly calendar. So everything goes systematic in order. And it's collaboration and cooperation. If you can't represent or if you can't move to this place, your partner or your co-founder or your co-person or your friend can adjust, and that's how we do it. But I have a calendar, so I go strictly by it. Family time, holiday time, personal leisure time, hobby time for meditation, time for God, time for
That's good.
everything is hugely placed on a calendar.
It's not easy. I understand. And also, are
Yeah,
you pursuing any further education or any professional development?
yes, yes. So I
Is
think
there
it's
something
a must.
else you are doing for your life apart from your teaching and the farming that you're looking? Do you have any,
Okay.
or are you pursuing something else? Maybe, any different program you want to do?
Yes, it's very necessary to innovate. Since the world is going and the environmental is going, you should follow the trend.
Yeah.
So yes, so the education, I think it's very necessary to learn. If you learn, basically, we learn every day. Every day you need to learn. Now, how the things you should learn every day. Learning is a must, and it should be 24 hours. So I think I'm planning on science, that is technology, to learn that. And I think short courses, you have short courses of late, and you have long courses. So I'll start with the short, then I'll advance to the long courses. That's the 2 3 year agenda. So I think I'm starting with the 1 year and months courses. Then I'll move. I think after the open online, we have a whole lot of courses online. So I think I'm starting with the shortest one for a while for now. Then
Yeah,
then
that
I'll
is
move to
very
them.
necessary as well. Okay, so and with the farming thing we talked about, I want to ask, I want to know, like, how come, or what led to, what motivated you to start that apart from your teaching, or what led to, I don't want to call it a
Yes.
side hustle. I don't want to call it a side hustle because I know people are into
Mhm.
full-time farming. Farming is
Oh
a
yeah.
huge business, yeah. So I won't call it a
Yeah.
side hustle. But so far as you're having so far as you're teaching and you're having a farm at the side, you basically call it a side hustle. But you can decide to move from teaching to farming, full time. But I just want to know what led to that, or what motivated you to,
Oh,
also decide to go into farming.
yes, the motivation came from, learning. I read articles, I've been reading journals and things. And doing few years back, I was trying to fix myself to another level aside the teaching. So it's like from school, it's like, okay, I won't do anything. Let me try to learn something. So I read journals and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, in the world, I think agriculture sector, in fact, in Ghana here, we are lacking a deficit. That is the food chain. There's a deficit, a huge deficit, and the price of produce is going up. Now, there's a land, I have a family land, I have a friend from Legon campus, a couple of, parties. Let's team together. Let's do it. Let's take advantage because we are there empty, we have land, and there's a huge deficit of agri-produce here, even in Ghana. Sometimes we export from Burkina and other neighboring countries. Why don't you use the family land? Let's try to invest, or let's try to do 1 acre, one step at a time. So small, and then it's like, okay, since we are all young and we start everything from scratch, from 1 to 2. So we said, okay, let's do it during rainy season and let's see the advantage we can get out of it. Since we are not doing anything, weekends, Africa is free in weekends. Saturdays and we don't do anything in Africa. So we can use that time and our holidays and after school. You definitely be a human, you need to tax yourself. You need to challenge yourself with the tax. Not one. You can't do one thing. You should do multiple things. You understand? I know you personally, you do many stuff on coding, we understand, aside your normal this one. So you need to do another intensively. So I think it's coming from my community, my region, Ghana, how things are going. Then I decided to, move to our true partners and friends and, collaboration.
Okay, so I think that is well said. And we are coming to the end of our session, and I would like to say a very big thank you for giving us the opportunity to share your views on this topic. We are really grateful. So is there any closing remarks you want to add?
Oh, as a young man, as a youth, we should tax ourselves, challenge ourselves, not the community, but our own self, yourself and myself and myself, not anyone. There's no competition, just partnership, collaboration. The world is big. The world is huge. I know you give me the opportunity, it's a pleasure. And I don't know where this thing can go. So you don't belittle or underestimate a little thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, something little can bring a massive, when you read articles and journals of these huge people, you know that, some people is just by chance, by luck, by some small things they did. So we should not take advantage in our skill to try to meditate, learn, and know ourselves better. And let's make Ghana